Hello everyone and welcome to No Man's Sky. This is Valorant and I'm going to continue the messed up, it's not messed up but it looks like it, the new challenge with which is a little bit complicated. You have to earn the right to fight ships types by finding one and repairing it. That's how you get the license for that ship. So far, yesterday I was running around on the planet trying to find a crashed ship. Not found any yet, so that's where we are starting today. The rules is up on my Facebook page, so if you want to read them there is a link to the Facebook page on Twitch as well. So all I need now is some sound. I kind of do prefer to have some sound on. Yeah, and this is the usual thing. I am in severe lack of space, but that is how it usually is. I'm going to leave the safe beacon behind here because at least I might come back here at some point. So, and I can see I have multiplayer on. I'm not supposed to do that, so I will just take that off. Not that I don't want to interact with other players, but doing these challenges that could cause a little bit of a havoc. So just making sure that that's the situation. So I have no idea where I'm actually going, so I'm just going. I do have a drop pod.
Toxic protection falling.
And I actually added a rule after I had dropped that, but that was something I missed out on. The original rule said that if you drop a chart, when you have taken it, you have to leave the planet. So I'm not going to do that because I didn't know at that point. So, but in the future, if I drop a chart and go to it, then I have to leave the planet immediately after executing whatever that chart is. That's fair enough. I don't think it will make any bigger difference whether I take it or not at this point. If I even get to it, that's a whole other thing. Nobody knows if that is even going to be a thing.
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, that's what I already have, so thought I saw something this way up, so let's go and have a look. So, and as well, buying ships is not an option either. So it has to be crashed ships.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge.
And yeah, the first step is of course always survival more than anything else. And that is, of course, the first thing we have to take into consideration. That is still far, far away. At this point, I don't care what type of ship I actually could find. Theoretically, it could be anything. Why don't I have? Well, not pick up things until I have space. Worst part is it might be something I could use. Okay.
Toxic protection.
Oh.
Toxic protection.
So this is really draining the iron batteries, but luckily there's a lot of caves on this planet, so that's going to Earth. that is something useful, but
Component repaired. Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling.
this is a little bit tricky outcome there is in this one.
Toxic protection.
But I knew it would. It's never easy when you have to find crashed ships, to be honest. It is more difficult than actually scrape money enough to buy one when you find it, but well, the premises is the premises, and that's I'm going to live by that.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection stabilizing. Technology recharge.
So it's a question about patience, to be honest. It's a little bit sad, but I only have the space I have, and that's kind of how it is, and can't do much about it. So I can't really pick anything up right now. That's it.
Toxic protection falling.
Quickly do that as well. That's the thing, getting them out of the
Technology recharge.
amount is actually quite nice to do. So, first priority is go and find a ship. And, where I can find that, I have no clue. That's always the same. So another thing which is hard-coded in this type of challenge is that I can only visit systems which is owned by the same alien race as where I started, and that's gig. So it's good I'm a gig trade lord. That at least is a little bit a benefit. Do we then do? That's a very good question.
Toxic protection falling.
Unknown building might be worth having a look at. So unknown building so far has not really brought me anything lucky, so price.
Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling.
Oh, it's not even the one I was at. Okay. What's that one? So it's not everything which comes up as you would expect it to.
Falling.
Well,
Toxic protection stabilizing. No free slots in suit inventory.
okay. That we can do something about. It's just tongue crunching, but I unfortunately have to do it if I want to have any chance of progressing anything.
Technology recharge.
Um, Gig Relic is absolutely the worst. Well, Relics is not good at this point because they have a value, but that's it. It's yeah. I was going to say it's a bit annoying, but that's actually not entirely true. It's not like that, but I know what I have to do, and that's just how it is. And the thing is, yeah, it takes time. That's how it is. Otherwise, I can walk around without being able to pick up anything, and that in itself is a little bit sad as well. And the thing is, with these challenges, there has to be some sort of challenge which is actually difficult. And that's also what makes it interesting. And the start of any of these challenges is always like a walk in the desert, and it takes time. It takes quite a bit of time. And of course there is things which we could have made easier. I'll remind people that we have made these rules ourselves. So if I am to complain to anyone, it would be me. And that would just be silly. Why would I complain to myself? I won't. I won't even moan at myself. And this is kind of the journey I'm taking you on, because this is not about the destination. The destination is a paradise planet somewhere in Eissentam. And that is very far away right now. And that's not even on my thought, because it's not the destination which counts, it's the journey. It's overcoming all those little hassles we have put up for ourselves. And it is done for fun.
Technology recharge.
And you might ask the question, why are you doing this for fun? Well, I kind of like to have some spice in the dish. Because normal gameplay quickly turns into, you put on your tunnel vision, you go for, I need to do this and this and this, and then that's what you do, and you forget everything else. The journey becomes irrelevant. Therefore, I find it actually quite interesting and intriguing to focus more on the journey, take the little bumps in the road, and have a laugh, have a well, shit to the brain moment sometimes, or whatever it is. we are playing on permadeath, so that means start all over. And then no matter how far you get in your task, you just start over. So it's a little bit like the penguin, smile and wave, boys, because that's how it is. And I've often been asked, playing like this, is that something which make you a better gamer? I don't like that impression, a better gamer. What is a better gamer? Is that one which can speed run any game they choose and do it in 2 minutes instead of 2 weeks? I hope not, because for me a game is more about going into depth with it and kind of achieve as much as I can on the premises I have. Not all games are like you can take the full portfolio of things in one go. Sometimes you have to unlock them or find them and so on and so on, like in No Man's Sky. And that is interesting way of going. And I like that, because you feel you have to put in a bit of work in order to actually get something. I find that much more interesting than you go to a artifact dispenser and you get everything you want without actually have to do something. And that's one of the things I feel that ruined games like World of Warcraft, because as the snowflake generation started to come in, they complained, or rather their parents complained, that it was hard for their 13, 14, 15-year-old kids to actually get that the veteran players had. So it should be possible for everyone to get things. And you know what? I can say that there was one specific mount I wanted, and I did a dungeon so many times before it dropped. But when it finally dropped, it was like the best day in my gaming history around that, and I felt like, well, I could have climbed the highest mountains in the world. I would have succeeded. That was how I felt, because I finally got what I had been working relatively hard to get. Then, 5 years down the line, it was made so drops were automatic. You just have to do it, not even on hard mode or anything. It was just straightforward, so everyone could get it. And I know many was thinking the same as me, saying, why the hell did we spend sometimes hundreds of hours to get something, and now 2 hours you have it? That is really sending the wrong messages. And yeah, I do get that some games are too difficult, and therefore you should be able to play them on different difficulties. Like we have in No Man's Sky, you can actually take a whole range of difficulties and actually adapt them to your gameplay, your skill set, your abilities, and your wishes. Some people like to have it easy. Fine, do that. I rather wanna actually feel that I do something to get something. So yeah, that was one of my daily rants, but my point is, don't make everything so freaking easy always. Yeah, that was not entirely the best because I have more than 500 now. 54. Okay. So I really have to kind of balance what I'm carrying around. I do not like not to be able to pick something up. I doubt that I will run into something I have to pick up, but at least I do like to have a option, if any. So now I unfortunately got one more of these, and I have a silver, which is actually. So I technically only have one slot free, because when I pick this up, it takes a slot. So, yeah. I was thinking if I should take the lava core, but I actually think I will wait. I could make them into nanites, but again, wouldn't really make any differences right now. So I think I saw there was a building not far from here, yeah. 310, 641, so.
Toxic protection falling.
So let's go and look at that one. Or should I mix some iron batteries first? Is there a cave here actually? Oh, there's a cave.
Toxic protection stabilizing.
So. I'm sorry my dogs are barking today. They are in a good mood. I've actually been playing around all day. They did leave us when we were sitting watching football, but apart from that, they have been very playful today. So, how much? Okay, 7, that's a good number. Well, 70, each take 10.
Toxic protection falling.
So this is called a building, even though it's not. I'm actually not picking things up from everything right now. Patient that is.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling.
I actually think there is a trade post nearby, but that as well is something I can't use. So this building is a manufacturing
Toxic protection falling.
facility. You know what? Oh, that's an archive.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection stabilizing.
Well,
Toxic protection falling.
there's more interesting things I find today than it was yesterday, but unfortunately not something I can use.
Toxic protection falling.
This would be good if I could buy a ship, but that is not an option.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection falling. Toxic damage detected.
I thought I would be protected.
Toxic protection stabilizing.
So this is useless, that's just low. These guys could actually be useful.
Toxic protection falling.
I would normally not do that, but at this point it's more important just to get space. I have nothing with him yet, so... I know this is a little bit equally tedious, but I'm trying to squeeze everything out of them I can. Some give something, others don't, but not good. So even if I were allowed, that's another good thing, okay. No, even if I could buy a ship, that would be a lot of money, so... So, I'm gonna but in a situation where something I have has to go somewhere else.
Technology installed.
To sell.
Toxic protection falling.
Something bad, something bad. So, and I have a grave to the left, so there's a little bit of this and that. I think I'll go and take a look at that first. Not picking boxes up right now.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection falling.
Oh fuck. 2, 3, 4. That might not be good. Well, let's see what we get. We might have to do some
Radiation protection falling. Technology recharge. Radiation protection falling. Radiation damage detected.
Oh yeah, I'm too close.
Radiation protection stabilizing.
Oh. That was slightly stupid, but
Technology recharge.
yeah.
Toxic protection falling. Radiation protection falling.
So this is actually quite good because it's a lot of money, but I am a little bit in problems here, so polyfiber more.
Radiation protection falling.
Actually good.
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
Well, money-wise it's positive, but it's not really what I want to do. it's positive and negative in the same go. By the way, I can see someone has subscribed, but for some reason my alerts is not coming up again. I don't know why. And that is actually quite annoying. It seemed to come and go like it want to, because it worked the other day, and then suddenly it doesn't. Yeah, that's me. It's even with noise on. That's not really. Yeah, I don't want to sit and watch myself. Honestly. But it doesn't come through. Oh, it did come through. That's weird. That is so weird. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And it's a little bit annoying. But whoever subscribed, thank you. It's very appreciated, and you should get. I need to check with these alerts, otherwise I need to change them. But yeah.
Technology recharge.
So these are not too bad actually. Processing, because that becomes nanites, and I just spent some. So it's actually nice to get some more into my account. Well, I do know that it's sometimes not understandable why we do what we do, but we sometimes have to do what we do when we do it. And that started sounding very silly, but it was actually not meant that way. But yeah, refining is something I have to do, because otherwise I won't get anything of anything. And of course you can ask him, why are you carrying this and that and stuff like that? But if you look at what I'm carrying, oxygen, that's needed for survival. Sodium, that is needed for survival as a reserve if I run out of iron batteries. Okay, I could say, well, carbon, both forms of carbon, is fuel for a lot of things. Metals, yeah, you could argue I shouldn't really walk around with them. However, I don't have any place to put them, and they do actually hold a value. So until I get somewhere I can put it, then I'm actually kind of in the situation I have to do what I do. And I would say, if you were out on a planet in the same mission as me, and the same challenge, you would be put into the exactly same situation. What to keep, what not to keep. Even when you run around on the planet, when you just start a game and is trying to survive, you are put in these situations where you either make sure you make some space, or you kind of just ignore things. And I have tried both approaches, and I must admit, for me, being a little bit of a hoarder, a little bit understatement, but being a little bit of a hoarder, I like to pick up things I need, or I think I need, or I think I would like. There's different shades of grey here, but and that sometimes brings me in this situation where I have to choose, and I hate that. I do not like to be in a situation where I don't know if I should keep A or B or C to actually have a little bit of space. That is always these choices we need to make. So yeah, that explains a little bit why I'm actually doing what I'm doing. This t-shirt is not flattering. It looks like I have boobs. I'm not the slimmest guy in town, but still. That's why I prefer some loose hanging t-shirts, not these body shaped sports ones, because they are a little bit too near body contact. But yeah, that's so I am trying to get everything out of this as I can. This might or might not be doable, but the thing is, I can go back to the archive and sell these and at least get some money out of it. So that's not the worst situation I can come in. warm in this room today. So yeah, that's that is the slow going on challenges, which actually happens when it's in the startup phase. As soon as I get a ship, I start getting a little bit more movement. It will still be slow and difficult, but there will be better options down the line. As soon as you get get out in space and can fly around, then there is some options at least.
Technology recharge.
So I'm actually starting running out of carbon now. That is that's not the best of options because I need it, but of course there is luckily plenty of carbon on the planet, so 6 minutes. One, two.
Toxic protection falling.
So much data is, yeah, it's useful, but it takes up space.
Toxic protection falling.
So now at least I'm only waiting for the last one there. And that's a good question. That is a good question. Should I? Shouldn't I? What should I? Was that a better option? I'm actually not even sure it was. I am actually not sure it was. a little bit in a weird situation right now, but to be honest, my greed tells me to take that one as well. So, and I always go with my greed. That's how you become a gig trade lord. That's of course a joke, but so I already gotten nearly 2 million out of it, so that's actually not a bad thing, but I don't know what I actually expected to get. They are so diverse what you can actually get from them, so it's not always straightforward. Jesus. Problem is, it takes a hell of a time to refine these things. And it's one thing when you have things standing in a base and doing that and doing other things that you don't feel it, but when you have to wait for it, you definitely wait for it. So I don't know if I have enough carbon. Oh, thank you very much. No, I just could see that I had added one, but for some reason my alerts seem to randomly choose whether they want to come or not. How are you doing? Is everything good in your neck of the woods? Ah. Well, I hope you have fun with it. I'm doing crazy challenges at the moment, many different. I just did the bounty hunter around the expedition which just been on, and I had some days I was actually ill, so I wasn't on for almost a week. So for some reason my voice decided to go absolutely off. But but I'm getting into these weird. I'm actually quite fine now. It has dispersed. I have a little bit of coughing, but it's very little. Oh, it's actually the whole family which had a couple of, a week's time each, pretty much, and of course it overlapped, so we were all in a very bad mood. But yeah. Luckily we are all good and back to normal, so now, as I said, I started doing all these more or less weird challenges, and I actually find it funny to have those extra things on the scope as well, and it's just good fun. This one is going to be a rough one because no starter ship and only take crash ships, and that can be a little bit difficult actually to find, so it takes time. You have to be patient. Yeah, I know that some people like, others go in and no, that's not for me. But that's the thing, is there's so many options in No Man's Sky, so we don't like everything. So we don't like all the same. Some people are a lot into building bases. That's not really my cup of tea, and that's how it is. I love using my brain and trying to overcome obstacles. Now I just was it Tuesday? Yeah, I started this yesterday. So Tuesday I ended the bounty hunter one, which is depending on how many pirates you kill, which type of ship you can get, and so on. And I managed to do all the main challenges, one of each ship, get a freighter, and kill a sentinel dreadnought. And I wasn't sure I could do the last one, but I did. So, and I know World's Tiger did the same. She was neck and neck with me, and she's also doing this one. She's not on today because she's out and with fine dining, but she might come on later. We have actually brewed the rules for this together because it's taken from different smaller challenges. I don't like to do the small ones because I don't want to do something which is over in an hour or two, because that's not what I like. I like something which takes time, which I have to think what I do. And I know at some point in this one, when I am allowed to fly all types of ships and all that, it's going to be way easier, but still I have to go to the end point, and so give me that one as well. Thank you. Because I need the free slots. So that's very good, but I need a space station for that, I think. So, what would a smart man do right now? There's never a smart man around when you need it. By the way, if you're interested in see the rules we have put up on this one, it's on my Facebook page. There is a link on my Twitch page for Facebook, so it is slightly confusing. Mainly because it's taken up a lot of different smaller challenges, but come on.
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah, I am very aware of that. Yep. Well, at least I'm still surviving, so that's always the worst thing, because you know it's said that if you can survive the first half hour, you should be fine. And there is some truth with that. Yeah, I know. I actually hoped I could get up, but I don't think I can. So let's just refuel it. Yeah, I'm walking around trying to find a crashed ship. Now I found an archive, but I'm not allowed to buy a whole ship, because the thought behind it is I can't fly it, because in order to learn to fly it, I have to find a crashed ship and repair it. That's how I learn to fly it. And when I have done that with one type, then of course I can do things with that type of ship, but it's still not straightforward. Come on. Because we're not allowed to buy ships on its own. It has to be traded up with one ship. So
Units received. Units received. Units received.
so
Toxic protection. Stabilizing.
I would prefer to have a personal refiner and all that, but that is not. What on earth is that? Don't do that. That's not really in the cards until. Oh yeah, no anomaly in this either.
Technology recharge.
And the thing is, I can't cheat and find a crashed ship and then just make it fly and then sell it to something. It has to be fully repaired before I got the license for that ship. So there's no shortcuts. And to be honest, it might sound very difficult, but it's actually not when you start getting ships, but it's until that is done that it's stretching it a little bit. Yeah, but I leave the rule set on my Facebook, so if you go in and take a look, you can see what the rules is thought to be. But I always say, I'm always very cautious with to say this is the rules, you have to do it this way, because that's not the point. The point is you look at something and think, I can't do that, no matter what I do, I will not be able to do that. Then don't, because then it's not funny. If you play something you know you cannot do, then you're deceiving yourself. It's not funny then, and game has to be fun. And to be honest, if you feel like it, try something like the no starter ship on normal setting, for instance. Just get the feel of how does it actually feel running around on the planet and have to find a ship. Whether you have to buy it or find it as a crashed one, but that doesn't really matter. There is both options. And get the feeling on it. Is it something you actually like? It doesn't have to be the most difficult settings like we're doing right now, but that's only for us masochists. I would say there was a time where people said to me, have you ever tried Permadeath? And I said, no, fucking hell no. That's not for me. I'll die before I even load it in. that was kind of the mindset I had, and then I realized I missed 2 achievements, one for survival and one for permadeath, to go to another galaxy. And then I tried the survival one, and yeah, I died a couple of times, but I actually managed to do it and get the achievement. And then I got talked into trying permadeath, and I have actually not looked back ever since. The only time I have played something which was not permadeath is expeditions. So, yeah. And now, if I start a new game, it's permadeath, because I actually do like it.
Technology recharge.
But I will never recommend anyone playing something they feel uncomfortable with or dislike the concept, because that is absolutely not necessary. A game should be fun, it should be interesting, intriguing. Play with your imagination and all those kind of things. And same as when I say something like, oh, you should do this in game. Yeah, if you like to. It's not like you have to do it. And I actually very often say, don't play like I do, because that might not be your style. No, I'm a firm believer that spending time with a game, if I don't like it, then after 15 minutes, maybe half an hour, then I log out of it and say, nope, that is not me. And sometimes I can sit with a stupid little game which kind of inspires my brain for hours because I find it funny. And that's my whole point. Games have to be funny, interesting, something which inspire you, pick you up. So how are you doing with permadeath? Are you surviving the planet fine and stuff like that? I'm going to have a problem because I don't have any more carbon. This is... I got this, which is good, but I need a terminal to put that on my multi-tool. But I'm not going to chuck it away. I'm going to do like I did with this one. So, not my ship. I don't have any more slots.
Technology recharge.
So, yeah. Yeah, just remember on Permadeath, you will probably find sentinels on all planets, but if they are not aggressive, they will leave you alone unless you farm too much resources. Or, of course, attack them. So that is what it is. I got 3 slots. So I do have a ship on my radar, but that's my starter ship and I'm not allowed because that's not a crash ship.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection falling.
So
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling.
yeah, I know. That's what happened when you are on toxic planets. See, I already checked the freighter, so and I actually got 1.8 million out of it, so that was nice. Now I'm going to look at this. Hey, little girl.
Toxic protection.
Hey. Come. What's your hope? What's your come? Come on. Come here. Come here. Come here, girl. Come. Come and say hi. Come. Come on. Yeah, jump. Jump. Oh, jump, jump, jump. You're getting big. Oh, yeah, this is my little Khaleesi. Oh, she is growing a little bit. Kisses, kisses, kisses.
Toxic protection falling.
Yeah. You warm as well. Have you been playing with Aya? Have you? Or the cat? Oh, it's kind of funny. She's gotten the habit to come in and say hi every time I'm sitting streaming. Just coming in at some point and say, "What are you doing?"
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection stabilizing.
Oh, fuck. I'm not very good with these. I will admit that.
Toxic protection falling.
Hmm.
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection stabilizing.
Well, so the thing is, always make sure you can survive. And ion batteries is kind of the best overall help in that direction, because it works on anything. If you wonder what I'm doing, I need this to be 10 so I don't have some sitting and taking up space. That's not necessary. So I might not need platinum right now, but it is something which can be valuable down the line. As said, might not be something I need, but
Toxic protection falling.
I think the dogs just chucked that bone down the stairs. It sounded like it.
Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling.
Come on.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection falling.
So the problem is playing this way is you actually have to keep an eye out because not every oh, not everything is actually shown, so you might miss it if you don't look. Yeah, that's actually the one I'm on the way to, but
Toxic protection.
one thing at a time.
Units received.
by some miracle, I have actually found all animals on this planet. That
Toxic protection falling. Toxic protection falling. Technology recharging. Toxic protection falling.
I would love that, but I can't really right now. Because that would simply fill up my exosuit. That is not a good time for that.
Toxic protection falling.
Fucking hell.
Toxic protection falling. Technology recharging. Toxic protection falling.
Oh. Yeah, I'm kind of coming back on myself. Is that any good? I have no clue.
Toxic protection falling.
It's actually a little bit funny. It's
Toxic protection. Falling.
sometimes difficult to see when there's a little dot somewhere where it actually show you where you
Technology recharge.
could or should go.
Recharge. Toxic protection. Falling. Toxic protection. Falling.
Oh,
Toxic protection. Falling.
ow.
Toxic protection.
That's not okay.
Toxicity levels critical.
Oh yeah,
Repaired.
don't do that to me.
Technology recharge. Repaired. Technology repaired.
Whoa.
Toxic protection. Falling.
beacon is not very useful, but again, it can see a lot.
Toxic protection. Falling.
So I'm actually going in the opposite direction, but I guess that's okay. Oh, I'm just walking and walking.
Toxic protection. Falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection.
I thought I had something, but I don't. It's weird sometimes.
Toxic protection. Falling.
Hi Tiger, how are you doing? Did you have a good evening? Ah, that's good.
Falling.
That is very good.
Toxic protection. Falling. Technology recharge. Toxic protection. Falling.
Yeah, that was not really what I needed, was it? No. Did you get a ship yesterday?
Toxic protection.
No.
Falling. Technology recharge. Technology recharge. Toxic protection. Falling.
Yeah, I have found an archive and a space station, trading post, but that's not what I need. Oh, that's nice. I have one far away. I kind of did a little bit of a mistake, but I've decided to, because the rules actually say that when you use a chart on a planet, you have to leave the planet after you have executed it. So I'm going to leave it, but
Toxic protection. Falling.
that was kind of my mistake when I didn't read it proper through. By the way, I have written the rules on my Facebook page, so let me know if there's something which is not what we agreed.